Dress it up and make it real for me.
Hey YouTube fam, so I just wanted to do a quick garden update. I think it's been a couple of weeks since my last one, or maybe close to a month. So I just wanted to show you all what is going on in the garden. Here's a big overview. Lots of stuff is growing. Lots of things are producing flowers and some little fruits, but this is gray. All three of these in this row are gray zucchini plants. As you can see, there's some flowers, and if you look closely right there, there is the beginning of a female fruit. So hopefully it'll get pollinated once the flower opens, and we'll get some pretty good harvest hopefully. But these are looking really good. Here's another one. I thought I saw, where's that? There it is, right there. Little fruit. The flower is not open yet. And then in the back, I don't think there are any fruit on there, but there are a ton of flowers. I love the way these, at first I thought it was powdery mildew, but I think that's just the gray zucchini plant itself. Here's another. These are just straight neck squash. Looking pretty good. Lots of male flowers. No, this one does have a female right there, and the flower is actually starting to open, so hopefully that'll get pollinated, and we'll get some nice squash and zucchini. I wanted to do this today because, as you can see, it's kind of overcast. It's been really hot lately. Today was actually pretty mild, and we're supposed to get rain the next 4 days, I believe. So I wanted to come do this video really quick just to give y'all a quick update. These are pepper plants. What kind of pepper? These are jalapeno peppers right here, and lots of, oh man, there's all kind of gnats everywhere. Lots of flowers, even back there, little flower buds, and that one doesn't quite have any flower buds yet. It's one of the smallest plants that's out here. This row is Golden Wonder, and little buds, sorry, little flower buds. These ones in the back are really the biggest, some of the biggest pepper plants I have, but they also have flower buds going on. So hopefully we'll get some good growth here soon, especially with this rain coming up. This is a salad slicer cucumber plant. It's really short and compact. I thought it would, I put it up against this trellis thinking that it would climb up, that it would vine up, but it's really staying pretty compact. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. But in there, when I checked last, there they are, little cucumbers. So hopefully, just like with the squash, hopefully those will get pollinated. You scared me. There's Jayla. What's Harper doing? Okay. I planted some sunflowers here, and those are starting to bud, but nothing too crazy. Here are my cabbages. And obviously they're, I don't know. This is the first time I've done cabbage. They're growing, but something's getting to them. So I just sprayed everything with neem oil because there are a few other plants that have some, you know, little holes in them. This middle one is the one that's doing the best. These two smaller ones on the outside, I just kind of left them alone. I fertilize them, you know, I water them and everything, and they grow, but they're just growing so slow. So hopefully they'll pick up, but that middle one is looking pretty good. All of this right here are my garlic and onions that I planted last fall. Got some flowers here, so it's going to seed pretty soon, and then more flower buds. Where is that? Right there. So hopefully, you know, pretty soon, once they'll start to die back a little bit more, I'll come out here. I actually pulled one about a week ago and the bulb was still pretty small, so I just left them in there. But some of these look like they're gonna have big bulbs, or they have big bulbs already. See right there, this one in the back is really big, so I'm thinking it might almost be time for the onions. Those are pretty big. Next bed here we have just a variety of beans, pole beans, bush beans, and they are also starting to flower. Let me see. Well, that one's not, just kidding. Here's one. Let me zoom out. Has a little purple flower, so I'm assuming these are going to be little purple beans since they have the purple flowers. I don't really see many other flowers over here. I know I did a couple of other plants, so I'll walk you through. This next bed is a combination of beans and tomatoes. So this row are my Roma tomato plants. This is the smallest one out of them. And if you see back there, there's another pretty decent sized one. And if you can see this bean plant, there's flowers. There's a bean, there's a flower on this bean plant right there. But they're starting to do pretty good. Like I said, some holes from, I'm assuming slugs. We have a lot of slugs around here. So this line is a San Marzano tomato plant, and these ones are really, you know, getting pretty big. I'm impressed. I grew all of these from seed, so I'm really impressed with that. But mostly I'll get, you know, plants that are already started and just plant them. But this year I did a lot from seed. All of the squash that are down there were from seed. Obviously the garlic and onions were, all these beans, all these tomato plants. You can see here, let me zoom in, flowers, which will eventually turn to actual tomatoes. And then here's another pepper bed. These are a lot of cayenne peppers. I know this row is all cayenne. I cannot remember what these peppers are. I don't have the little tabs that have the names on them, but this is the smallest one. I don't know why he's doing so so poorly, I guess you could say, compared to the other ones. This one's a little bit bigger, but it has a lot of flowers on it. And then the one in the back is a little smaller too, has some flowers. This one is a pretty good size. This one is medium size, I guess, but it has the little buds. And then that's a smaller plant. I don't see any flowers on that one, but this one has some flowers, which will turn into peppers, but it also has, see, something's eating them. So hopefully the neem oil will work. Here's another gray zucchini plant, I believe, and it has the female flower right there that's not open, but once it opens, you know, the same hope goes for all the other plants. This one was looking pretty bad. If you can see this leaf right here, how it's kind of slouched over. All of the leaves were like that yesterday, but I fertilized them and they perked back up for the most part. So, and that one has that female fruit right there. These two big tubs are just wildflowers. I think those are sunflowers, hopefully. And this one is actually starting to, and some wildflowers. I think it's sunflowers and wildflowers. So they're starting to bloom. I don't even remember what I planted in there, but right now it's just looking like nasturtium and cosmo flowers. My carrots are looking good. I pulled one the other day and it was just super small, so let those stay in for a little bit more, but those are looking pretty green. This is a potato bucket, so pretty soon I'm gonna add some more dirt in there, fill it all the way up. And if you come over here, there's nothing in these but some flowers. I'll plant something in there. But here's my garden arch that I got for my birthday for my sister, and I went ahead and put some bean plants over here, and these ones over here are doing really well because look, boom, look at that. And there's a couple more somewhere. It's just all in this weekend. Well, anyway, I don't feel like digging through there, but there's that beauty. This one over here has a ton of flowers under So they'll turn to beans pretty soon. Actually, I see one. Can you guys see that one? Yep. There's a couple back there. Nothing over there. Compost piles, some extra containers. I don't even remember what kind, but obviously these are either squash or zucchini. I don't see any fruit on it yet, but the flowers, the male flowers are there. These leaves are looking pretty good. I feel like they just grew from yesterday when I came out here and watered them. I'm having to water every day because the temperature is getting so hot. But there is a little female right there. And then these two over here are eggplant plants. Never grown eggplant before. I've never even eaten it before. So this is all new. Looking like a start of a flower there. But the leaves are pretty big. I like the way they look with the purple vines in them. And obviously some nasturtiums. Pretty big nasturtium leaves. And then another plant. My blueberries are looking good. My blueberries, I'm really impressed. I had these last year. They didn't produce any fruit last year, but they are this year. And these are the plants where I really find the most like squash bugs on. So I sprayed them down, so hopefully that'll take care of them. But I mean, it doesn't really look like it's affecting the fruits, you know. They look beautiful, if you ask me. I'm excited for when they turn purple and we can harvest them. It's just awesome. Don't mind my pool. It is a complete swamp. It's disgusting. But I'll get that going soon. Here's some more potatoes. I forgot which kind that I planted. I just planted them. They're doing really well. I'm very happy with what's going on, other than this right here. I don't know what that's from, but it's not everywhere, so I might just be able to pull those leaves off and keep it going. But those are good. Over here, some volunteer plants. I think this is looking like mint. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comment section below, but I have no idea. I didn't even plant anything in this big container, this smart pot this year. I planted pumpkin in there last fall and it never grew, and now there's just these weird volunteer plants, so I'm just letting them grow. Figure they'll turn into something eventually. There's also this weird volunteer plant back here. I have no idea what that is. None whatsoever. So I don't know if it's a flower of some sort, because obviously you see the flowers on the other side of the pool gate. That's looking pretty pathetic, but there is a bloom on there. So hopefully that'll keep going. And this one is doing pretty well. I love those yellow flowers. I filled up my hummingbird feeder, so hopefully we'll get some hummingbirds back here. I think these are just wildflowers here too, and they're starting to get the little blooms as well, and that one has that pink one. What I think I'm most proud of are my lilies. So obviously you can see the buds that are coming, which are awesome, but look at this. It is so beautiful. Look at that. This camera is just not doing it justice. These colors are so bright and vivid, just like this orange color on the outside and then this deep maroon color in the middle. It's beautiful. Lilies are my favorite flowers, so I planted quite a few lilies in here. These ones are getting pretty tall, but they haven't bloomed yet, but you can see there's going to be a lot of flowers on here, so I cannot wait for these to open up. And then my lavender is doing beautiful. I tried to grow lavender last year, but I had no success. I tried to grow it from seed last year. Had no success, so I bought little plants from Walmart that were already started. And at first, I had put them out. I think I put them out too early because it was still kind of cold out here, and all the purple flowers. There was only like 2 per plant. They fell off. They dried off and fell off. And then once it warmed up, they just took off, and it's just so beautiful. This is my safe haven. I just love being out here and seeing nature. Just, oh my gosh, I don't know how to even explain the way I feel when I come out here, but I mean, I love it, especially with my favorite flowers. I love the way lavender smells. Back here, these are pretty new. You see the nasturtium. leaves. I love nasturtiums, obviously, but these are watermelon plants, and this is a sugar baby plant. It's looking pretty good, actually, and hopefully I'll have success. I planted watermelon last year, and I just did not. I mean, the watermelon would grow, and then it would get blossom end rot or some sort of like rust color on the leaves. So I don't know what happened, but I did not get one watermelon last year. So hopefully I'll have more success this year. This weekend, I think I'm gonna come out here and put a some, not really cattle panel. I'll show you. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm gonna make a trellis for it, for the leaves to climb up, the watermelon leaves. I'm gonna put some of this, and I mean, it's pretty flexible, so I can put it around in the smart pots around the watermelon plant, so that once little tendrils start forming and need something to grab onto, they'll be able to grab onto it. Here's another watermelon. This is a crimson sweet watermelon plant, and I mean, look, it's looking good. I mean, I planted these. When did I plant these? I don't even remember. It was not that long ago, sometime in the middle of April, so they're growing pretty good. I did plant a cantaloupe plant here on the 5th of May, and it has not started to sprout yet, so I don't know. I might retry that, but that's about it. I mean, these Harper's poor little flowers, they're struggling to survive. But I think the heat is just getting the best of them, so hopefully they'll pull through. I did plant some chamomile right here. I did see some sprouts the other day. If you look closely. Where? Right here, there's a sprout. And there's a couple other ones. So hopefully that'll pull through. And that's about it. So things are looking good out here. I just wanted to do a quick garden update and show you guys what's going on. So hopefully once we get this rain for the next 3 or 4 days, the rainwater will obviously help the plants and give them some more nutrients. I did fertilize them, some of them yesterday, some of them today, and then I came out here with some peppermint oil, some neem oil, some organic neem oil, and I mixed it with some sow suds, and then I sprayed all the plants that were getting chewed on by whatever it is, slugs or whatever other bugs, and then the squash bugs that were on my blueberry plant. So hopefully that will take care of that issue. If it's not raining too much tomorrow when I get off work, I'll come out here and spray them again. But yeah, that's about it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and thanks for watching. If you're not a family member, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, comment, like this video, and continue to watch my garden updates. Obviously I say this every video, but this video or this YouTube page is not solely gardening. It's, you know, I try to do home improvement updates, which I'm still editing another video that I'm going to upload. Some updates that I made to my kitchen, hair routines with my daughters, and then just random things that I can do, fun things that, you know, me and my girls can do together. So that's what this page is about. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, like I said before, comment below, like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and welcome to the family. Talk to you later. Bye.
Dirty soda in the styrofoam. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up, you know the Nassau. 200 miles on the dash.